Good afternoon, rockers. Vegas Rock Goddess here on the Rocks Total Entertainment, coming to you live from somewhere off the Las Vegas Strip. This afternoon, I'm interviewing a great band from Orlando, Florida. Bryan is already chiming in, so let's get him in. It's like, boom, stuff up. Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
how are you?
Doing good.
I've been
Doing
looking
really good.
forward to chatting with you today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was looking at your bio. Alive and Stone's a great name for a band. Why don't you tell me how you guys came up with that name?
So it's a little bit of a long story. I think I'm gonna try to cut it down for you. But
Okay.
so
It's fine.
um, I actually formed the band before I met the rest of the bandmates.
Okay.
And I was kind of racking my brain around like, what to call how a person even finds a band name. And you know, I was looking on YouTube and somebody was saying take two words or like three words from like your favorite songs and just kind of jam them together. And then I one of the words that I loved was alive and the other one was stone. And I was like, what if I was alive in stone? Like what like because the situation that I was in at the time, I was getting out of a band that, I really wasn't healthy for me anymore. And um I was kind of at a low point, and it was kind of it was perfect for me. Alive and Stone was kind of the juxtaposition of,
Right?
you know, yeah, the being alive, but still being at your lowest point. Even though there's a light inside of, even even darkness. Alive, you're alive in stone. I might be petrified in stone, but I'm still alive. And it was just perfectly fitting for what I wanted to do, and where I was at. It just kind of
Right.
struck.
So when did you exactly get together with the rest of your band?
So I met these guys. So Matt Willie, our guitar player, our lead guitar player, was the first member that I met him a couple years prior. I was in another project at the time, and he was kind of getting his own thing going, and we kind of fell out of touch. And then I had just hit him up out of the blue once I had some of these songs already recorded. And I was like, hey, man, I'm putting together a project because I didn't want to go look for guys with a project that had no music. It's just
Right.
kind of, you know what I mean? It's so much better to have something already catching momentum.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I found Matt, and Matt was like, hey, was really into the songs and, kind of where the direction was heading. Um, and then Doug was the bass player. He didn't come till later, but then Herman joined the band. The drummer joined the band once we released our first song, which was Blood Moon Rising. And
I
he
love that song, by the way. That's an
thank
amazing tune.
thank you so much. I'm glad you like the music. That's awesome. Um, it's actually been 1 year since that song's been out, but yeah, or kind of, but yeah, like Herman was like, heard the song and was like, okay, this is great. I want to join. We were playing with another guitarist at the time that we had to let go named Ben, in his place. But then Doug came along and really, really loved the songs. And he was a friend of Matt's. And we just kind of had a really good dynamic. And like, we just really have that kind of that family vibe where everyone just kind of, just really, really feels connected to each other. And we all kind of just love each other.
Yeah, it's funny how things happen. Like you'll
Yeah.
meet people like 2 years prior and then you see them again. And then
Mm.
it's like almost serendipity kind of thing. Like it's meant for you guys to connect.
Absolutely. I think the universe is very, very, I guess there's a lot of premonitions out there. I think the universe is kind of structured in some way.
Yeah, it's like the universe is kind of guiding you in this path,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great. Now, I'm familiar with the Orlando area. Um, great, like Florida is a great state for heavy metal and hard rock. I mean, the
Absolutely.
East Coast is killing it with new bands coming out like every week. And you guys have been on the scene for quite a while.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Um, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I agree with you. I think they have this saying that something's in the water in Florida because there must be something in the water because there's so many fun bands. Yeah, there's a lot of really good bands that come from this area, and Orlando in particular has the Central Florida scene is really really kind of really likes going out and seeing shows, and is a really pumped up scene, and
Right.
supports the bands out here, and there's a lot of really good music. So it's really cool that you know about that.
Yeah. Oh
What like
yeah. Tampa
yeah.
is killing it as well.
Oh, there's so many good bands that come from there. Like you know, you can't even name them all. But yeah, it's been about a year that we've been on, and it's been a really cool thing to come back, with this project, and also be in the scene in previous ones as well. So
Yeah, which is great because I'm really excited about what you're currently doing as well. So
ab-
let's kind of talk about that now. Um, you guys are playing out, correct?
absolutely, we're gonna be playing July 16th at the alley in Sanford, and we'll be playing with Herman's actually in a Linkin Park cover band, so we'll be playing
Okay.
with
Yeah, I
Pride.
saw that. Yeah.
He's gonna be doing double duty with that, and then we're also gonna be opening for with a couple bands, um,
Head
somebody
PE, right?
Head P,
Oh my
and then
God. That band is killer, dude. I'm almost because I'm from Chicago and I'm
oh yeah,
almost thinking that that band is from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not real sure, but they've
I,
been on the scene for decades, man.
yeah. They've been here since the early 2000s. I mean, I've always liked Head P. They're great, and they even had the time that I really fell in love with them was when Renegade came out, and saw him at Earth Day birthday, as a kid, and dreamed about playing alongside him one day, and now it gets to happen. But we're
See?
good. There's some great bands. There's No Self's gonna play. There's buddies of mine, Heathen Sons, another band that's gonna play. I think there's two other ones. Cunningham Wake is another one from
Yeah.
Tampa.
They're all from the Central Florida area.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that'll be at West End Trading Company, so that'll be a really fun one. And then we got to play previously with the Lonely to open up for the Lonely Ones with a couple of other bands, and they were amazing. I have
Oh
never
my
seen
God. Yeah.
so good, man. Like they were like they were one of the greatest bands I'd ever seen. Who would have thought, right?
Right. I mean,
Like
it's
you.
crazy. And
I mean,
you were like mentioning that your what is it, your other guitar players or drummers playing in doing double duty with the Linkin Park
yeah,
tribute
yeah,
band.
yeah. So you got a tribute band called New Divide, and they,
Yeah. And that's
yeah,
not new. That's not new to the scene right now. Let me tell you, I know a lot of musicians in Vegas that are
mm,
actually in multiple bands. Here, I'll give you an example. Um, my friend Sam Bam Colton, I don't know if you're familiar with who he is. He's a guitar player. He's in Dorothy,
oh wow,
Faster Pussycat.
well
He's in Butterside.
oh my god,
I mean, this guy, and he's played with LA Guns.
oh yeah,
This guy is one of the busiest guitar players
yeah,
like in the US right now, and he is amazing. He's not from Vegas, but he's a friend of mine, and that's
mm-hmm.
just a mere example. He's doing double duty,
He's killing it, man.
you
Yeah,
know. And I was talking to him, and he said he's going to have to make a decision.
right,
Unfortunately, one of
yeah,
them is going to have to go, or you know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
yeah,
great that you're kind of multitasking because
mm-hmm.
I think since pandemic happened, a lot of these bands are multitasking. You might be a solid unit, but hey, you might be writing songs for another band. I mean, that's really the new norm.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of I think everyone's just trying to get in where they can fit in, right? Yeah. Yeah. You just got, I mean, I want that to be my problem. I want to have so much work that I, I have a bunch of musician work. I would love that.
Right. Yeah, and you know what? I love your voice. You have a
Oh,
very distinct voice that really, I think, stands out with your band. And
mm,
it's, I mean, I love the vibe
thank you.
of
Thank
your
you.
band.
I really
So
appreciate
what's going on with recording? What do you, now you guys coming out with some new music, correct?
Absolutely. We got a new one coming out for you guys next Tuesday called Midnight
Okay.
Angel.
All right. Tell us a little
And
bit
then
about that.
sure, so Midnight Angel is kind of a little bit of a party tune. I it was one of those songs that we went into this, it was kind of finishing up the last batch of songs before I was going to find members. And we had a producer named Andy Karpovic at the time. Great producer that really kind of had this new wave, dark wave type approach to the song. It was very fitting for what the song subject matter is about, um, you know, kind of a song that, was a kind of a coming of age type song, but kind of more of an adult approach. But just one of those kind of like I guess like hot, steamy, songs about, your first time maybe with someone or, you know, whichever gender of your choosing. But for me it was a girl. It was the first time I was ever intimate with a woman, and it was something that I had to get out, and I just loved some of those Nickelback type tunes. And
Right.
this one kind of is like in that vein. And I think that My Darkest Days uh type thing. And we went into the studio with it, and it just came out to be what it was. And it was one of those kind of Jesus take the wheel moments where the producer
Right.
yeah, and you just kind of chase it. But the overall demo was there. But we think you really, it's a song that everyone can relate to. And it's like, I know that we write about hurtful things and mental health and all these things that kind of are dark, but we like to have fun too. And it's like we're humans,
Right.
and it's like we like, partying. So it's like I think having one of those in the catalog is really cool. And that's kind of where we find ourselves with that one. That was kind of the GTA Vice City artwork and
Right.
stuff was kind
So is that going to be the first single that you guys are going to release?
it's gonna be okay. So here's all right. So we're gonna just spill the beans for you.
Okay.
We're coming out with Midnight Angel, and then 2 months later we're gonna hit you with another single,
Okay.
and then 2 months after that another single, and then we've finished up two of six of the next six songs, and we're going back for four more. So we
Oh,
go back
wow.
go in July, and then we go back again in September to finish it. So you're gonna get these next three songs, then you'll get probably them kind of put together. We'll probably combine them and put them out on vinyl or something like that. And then just to kind of mark the, kind of get everything, and maybe even consider going back to kind of re kind of vamp up some of the other songs, maybe, change some things around and give you like a remix, and then push those together. And then we've got another six songs coming for you, and two of them are finished. And
Wow.
I will tell you this: you're gonna hear these next couple of songs, and it's gonna be kind of more of like a rock, more of a poppy rock sound. This next album is gonna be way heavier, like more on the new metal side. But I'm
Right.
not gonna talk much about it. But it's gonna be way heavier. It's still gonna
Yeah.
be melodic. It's gonna be catchy. It's still gonna be beautiful. But it's gonna have the beauty in it. But it's gonna be heavy.
That's great.
I'll just.
Because
It's gonna
it's
be heavy.
funny. Yeah. I don't categorize music anymore. I
Yeah,
don't,
nice.
yeah. I don't think there's categorizing like new age metal, metal, thrash metal. I think
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I just think it's rock, man. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm
we're all here for the party.
I'm down with it. Yeah, I
So
fuck with it.
that sounds great, man. Uh
Yeah.
did you write any of these songs during pandemic? Just out of curiosity.
So 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 Blood Moon Rising was written. Okay, so during the pandemic, I was in a band before this.
Okay.
So I was working with a friend of mine who was in a really good band, and I got to work with him on some of these songs. So Enough, Rebecca were both written during pandemic, and then but they didn't get recorded so much later.
Okay.
And then but Blood Moon Rising was inspired by the events of the pandemic.
That's
But
what I thought.
yeah, yeah. So that song was kind of about like, I mean, if you, yeah, it was kind of just about like, kind of how we were just kind of dividing each other,
Right.
stuff like that.
I was
And
kind
it
of
was kind
reading
of like,
between the
felt like
lines.
the revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
But
was reading
not really.
between the lines on that one a little bit. That's why I was kind of asking, because a lot of the bands that I'm talking to, they've been sitting on a lot of material
Mm,
that they wrote during pandemic. So now it's actually coming to fruition for a lot
yeah,
of these bands.
absolutely. And one other thing, um, Fat Boy was actually written on the second wave of COVID.
Okay.
So the second one where everyone, it wasn't pandemic yet, but it was that, but I had it for the second time. Or I
Wow.
thought, did I? No, I don't, I tested negative, but I still stayed at home because I didn't know. Yeah, that's what happened. But I stayed at home so I wouldn't, give it to anyone. I was
Right.
quarantining myself, and I just pulled out my guitar and just wrote one of the songs that we picked was Fat Boy.
And it's amazing. Let me tell you, some of the music that came out of a bad situation,
Yeah,
incredible. The stuff that I'm
yeah,
hearing.
yeah, totally, definitely. I think the best, the worst, sometimes the it's just, I think one of the things is just like there's not as many distractions. I mean, like with pandemic, you had to stay inside. You couldn't watch, you'd
Right.
watch TV, think of it, like you'd have these things happen, and it's like, like like you just don't have as many distractions. You can think for once, because
Right.
technology is developing so quick. It's like everything demands our time, and then all these just this creativity comes to you. You got to put
Oh,
it some.
it's funny that you mentioned that, because during pandemic for me, I was interviewing bands
Mm,
on Keep Rock Alive until that second wave of the
yeah,
pandemic. And then we had to cut the show, and then I came back and branded out my own show, which is this one here. But what I did, because I'm a writer,
oh yeah,
I actually wrote a screenplay like for a movie, and
right,
it's almost done. I mean, it's a rock and roll love story,
that's
and
badass.
oh my god! So you'll be hearing more about that in the next 6 months. But yeah, I mean,
Right,
these when I would go to bed, I don't know if this happens to you as a writer, but things were just flashing.
all the fucking time.
Oh my god! I was
You
like,
gotta wake up.
what am I going to do with this? I actually sat on the computer. I mean, I didn't leave it. I was 6, 7 hours at a time. I'd be typing out stuff like that. I would be thinking in my sleep. I'd have to keep a notepad.
Yeah,
See,
that's how it is, man. Is like once you get the flow going, like
you can't
it's
stop
like,
it.
yeah, and it's like some of the best ideas that, like, that's kind of the trick of it is like as children we're told, as adults we want to like draw or we want to like play around on something, and another adult's like, stop playing with
Right.
that. Well, it's like, no, it's like that's how the creative mind works. It's like it's playing, like that's what it is. Like you can't like once you start getting in your head, it's like once you get out of that, like everything starts coming to you. And here's the
Oh
worst
yeah.
part: you have to wake up and put it on paper, or you lose it until the next bus comes. Like,
Right. I mean,
yeah,
let me tell you, this bus wasn't stopping, bro. I'm telling you, it was like a freight train going through my skull. I'm not kidding. I mean,
yeah, man.
I have never ever experienced this in my entire life.
I agree. I agree. I totally understand. I mean, it's like, yeah, I think it's wonderful that you're 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 writing. I think you're being creative, and I think that it's great that you're still nurturing that. It's good. Don't I hope you never stop doing that.
Oh
That's
no. I mean, I put it kind of on hold for a little bit, since I've been starting the show, but I'm almost done with this script. So, and it's funny because when I started writing this script, I had the ending done first.
oh
Now, I
wow.
talked to another writer friend of mine. She actually lives in Orlando. She does movies and she's
Oh
going
wow.
to do mine. But I was talking to her about the situation. I don't know if it happens to you when you start writing, you write the end of the song instead of the beginning of the song. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I mean,
it was crazy.
oh,
I
I
had
mean,
the entire ending to this movie written within 2 months of pandemic.
yeah, so it's something that yeah, it's I mean, you usually want to start with like whatever part of the song is like I guess whatever part of the song is like the comes the easiest. Like sometimes
Right.
I'll start with the chorus if I have the chorus.
Yeah.
Like I'll write the rest of it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the great thing is just getting something on paper is like
I
the half,
know.
right? So that's awesome.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
totally.
crazy. I might not be a songwriter, but I'm a writer. And it's crazy how this happened to me during pandemic. And, the people that I was interviewing were going through the same thing. It was like a freight train going through their head with like lyrics and this stuff was just like exploding.
Totally. Yeah, that's how
So
it happens.
I'm really
Just gotta,
glad it's coming into fruition right now for everybody, which is
totally. Totally.
so. Why don't you tell the viewers where they can find your band, like your website, your platforms?
Yeah, you can find us on we have a website www.aliveandstonemusic.com. We give all of our music away for free in exchange for your email, just so we can send you songs, maybe a day or two before the release date. You
Right?
if you're on the list, I mean that's a great way to do it. You get merch updates, definitely the VIP experience. We have free downloads there always of our music. So that's our website. You can find us on Facebook, just type in Alive and Stone and you'll find the band. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on IG. We have a Spotify. We have basically all the basic streaming services. We're all on there. Pandora, iTunes, the whole 9 yards. We're on all that stuff.
You're not on TikTok yet.
Oh, we're on TikTok. Yep, we're
Yep.
definitely on
See?
TikTok.
Yeah. Don't forget TikTok, man.
No, TikTok's super important. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on TikTok. It's Live and Stone Band, and on IG it's gonna be AIS. I think it's the Live and Stone Band. I think
Right. It's
all the
Alive and
handles,
Stone Band, I think.
yeah, all the handles, all of our social media handles are always the Live and Stone Band, except Twitter's BND instead of the A. But
Right.
it's all Live and Stone Band.
Yeah. You guys got it covered, man.
Yeah, you can thank Jesse Cannon for that. He's a guy who like teaches music business. He's an amazing guy to listen
Oh my
to.
gosh. Yeah. He's got it going on, man. Let me tell you, TikTok is one of the hottest platforms for any band right now.
Agreed.
Uh, just incredible. The bands that are connecting with me to come on. I mean, we're talking from all over the world. I mean, I've talked to bands in Australia,
Yeah,
South America, Mexico. I mean, it's crazy.
yeah, totally. I mean, I used to um, I try to go on there and meet as many new people as possible on TikTok. Sometimes I like going to bands that I like and kind of just trying to get in the community and saying hello
Right.
and maybe commenting on their profile and just trying I always try to be as personable as possible, but TikTok is great. I mean, like the cool thing about TikTok is that someone uses your song, you can see it, you can go talk to them about it, or maybe
Right.
like another band sounds like you can go look up who uses it, and you can go say hello, or you can join communities of music people that share similar interests, and you can chat with them and be a part of the community and just be friendly and, build and lift each other up. And I think that's the cool part. I love social media. I love what social media has done to the music
Yeah,
scene.
and TikTok, let me
Right.
tell you, fans want to connect with the band. They
Oh
want
yeah.
a one-on-one connection. And let me
Totally.
tell you, keep that connection going, because they're going to tell one friend, hey, I talked to Bryan, man, in Alive and Stone today. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
starts the
Totally.
domino effect. And I mean, that's what I love about TikTok. I mean, it's not stopping,
Oh, totally, man. Yeah.
I mean, it really isn't.
Agreed. Absolutely. I think yeah, it's great stuff. We love it, and we we're very thankful for social media. It makes it a lot easier for us.
Right. Now, do you plan on doing a videos for your new music?
Absolutely. We have 3 videos for each of the 3 songs.
Okay.
For the
Are they
other
going to be
6,
performance or lyric videos?
we do a lyric video for every song automatically. These are going to be performance videos. So what we do is typically we like to put out a song, and then a couple weeks after we like to put out a lyric video, so all the fans that really like the song can kind of, like you, read between the lines. And then 3 weeks after that, we usually put out our music video. So we do our promotions backwards,
But
but
that's okay.
we kind of feel like it milks it's better because it gives more attention, because some people may miss your song. Some people, maybe don't see it. Maybe some people are taking a break from social media and then they come back and they don't even know you put out music. So having constant promotion and telling stories about what's going on with your music, I think, is a great way to just keep everyone engaged.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's what we do. We just try to remind you, hey, listen, we've got music all the time, so
Yeah,
that's
and
what.
that's great. I definitely want to reconnect with you and I'd like to get your other band members on at some
Absolutely.
point in the next few months, and we can reconnect when your new music comes out.
I would love that. That would be
And I
really,
would
really.
love to see you guys come to Vegas, man.
Oh yeah, I love Vegas. I'm a big fan of the. I just think it's a really beautiful place, and I know it's a little crazy because, like, all the fun stuff to do there. But honestly, like, there's a great music scene there, and I think that a
Yeah,
lot of good have come from there.
yeah,
Fall,
definitely.
like Escape the Fates from there. The Killers are from there. Like, it's a great place. It's beautiful.
I know. I mean, so many great bands, but I want to thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of
It
course.
was great
Grab me.
talking to you. So much fun.
Me
We're
too.
going to look for you on all social media platforms.
Definitely.
And definitely keep me posted. Send me that song when you guys are ready to
I'll send it to you after this.
yeah, because I really
Yeah.
want to hear it. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna
So
send you. Go ahead.
yeah, keep in touch. Okay.
Yeah,
Keep in touch with me, because I'll have you come back on
I would love to.
to see
Yeah.
some
So
of the other members of your band.
absolutely. So what we'll do is my guys were a little it was a little short notice for my guys. So what we'll do is we'll give you the song so you can check it out, and then as we go, I'll talk to all my guys and get them on here in Zoom, and we would all love to be in attendance. We'd love to do this again. You're super
Yeah.
sweet. We love your enthusiasm, and
Thank you.
it's
I appreciate it.
thank you. Yeah, you got it.
So
Awesome.
we'll talk soon, Bryan, okay?
That sounds great. I'll send you the Dropbox link
Keep
in the.
rocking, man.
You too. Stay right on. See you later.
See you later. Wow, Alive and Stone. This is a great band from Orlando, Florida. If you don't know who Alive and Stone is, go to Spotify.com. They've got some amazing music on there. Listen to Fat Boy, Blood Moon Rising. This band is the band to watch in 23. So super stoked for them, and look forward to talking to them again in the near future when their new music comes out. This is the Vegas Rock Goddess, Carol Nevin. Thanks for watching. Always like and subscribe to On the Rocks Total Entertainment. And I will see you next time.